Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about Doctor Who The Space Museum, which is Season 2, Episodes 26 through 29. So this is one of the few Hot Note stories I actually have seen before doing these, beginning to end watch-throughs. And I think it's a good story, though it suffers from the problem a lot of William Hartnell episodes have in that it did not need to be as long as it is. This is a full-part story that could have easily been told in two. Now, the first episode, great setup. Reminds me of a Twilight Zone episode. It's very eerie, and you don't really know what's going on, and then there's the twist. I think it's really good. All the performances here are great. Episode 2 and 3 and 4, they're not like they're not bad, but it just feels like it kind of devolves into the usual like formula of running around corridors and stuff, and it could have just been spliced together into one. So it could have been just a two-part episode. But like I said, that's a problem a lot of these Hartnell episodes have. Now I don't know if that's just how TV was back then, because I'm not a huge watcher of '60s television, or if that's just a problem with the show itself. I don't really know. Still some fun moments in this. The sets are kind of cool, like kind of eerie and creepy, like I said. Vicky's really good here. She's always trying to she's always trying to problem solve and stuff, and she's gonna start a revolution, which is kind of funny. I don't know. That's why I like her better than Susan, because I feel like she's much more like active in the stories she's in, or at least some of the stories. There was a cute moment where like they're looking for the doctor and he's hiding inside of a Dalek shell and he's like, "Ooh, it's Terminator." This is kind of cute. As stone and grumpy as he could be, sometimes he has this like childlike whimsy about him, which is, I don't know, just makes him a much softer character. I also like the scene where the doctor is being interrogated, but he kind of, fixes the TV, so like the TV plays and starts, and it just shows like animals and, random stuff, which is kind of funny. I do think this episode suffers from Hartnell not being in part three. Now I get it, he was taking a vacation, but maybe he wouldn't have to take a vacation if you guys didn't make 39 episodes a year. That seems a little excessive. Like I said, several of these stories could have been trimmed down. Let's say Planet of the Giants could have been trimmed down. Um, the Red Planet could have just been excised. The Crusade could have been trimmed down. Space Museum could have been trimmed down. Like a lot of these stories, maybe you could have just had a 26 episode season instead of 39. But whatever. I can't turn back time. Who cares? So I just think like the first half of the story is like, how are we gonna escape our fate of being stuck in the space museum, and why are we floating back and forth in time? But then it turns into like, we have to help the slaves with the big eyebrows fight against the evil masters. And I just feel like it's been done before with the Khalids. So I like the little open-endedness of like, did they escape their fate, or was this always destined to happen? It's kind of a popular philosophical theory. I forgot what it's called. Is there such thing as free will, or is everything already predetermined for you? And of course, the episode ends on a cliffhanger where the Daleks have started tracking the TARDIS. And, that leads into The Chase, which I think is a pretty good story, though it has been several years since I've seen it. So, like I said, I'm gonna watch it again and let you know my thoughts on that next week. So I'm very excited, huge Dalek fan. So especially in these Hartnell episodes and the Troughton episodes, I feel like after a while they kind of get tired. Like through the '70s and some of the '80s, the Dalek stories get a little tired, but in the '60s, that's probably the best era for them. So I'm excited to watch those again. So let me know what you guys thought of the Space Museum down in the comments below. Do you think it goes on a little bit too long, and it kind of becomes a little uninteresting towards the end? Or do you think it's consistently good throughout all four of its parts? Please let me know down below, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.